Hey folks, this is Tracy with Scrappy's Rustics. Yo, I got a little patriotic little piece here for y'all. And let me tell you, this one took a right turn, left turn, and around the clock, and it ended up coming out pretty awesome. This is the American flag decoupage paper. It's 0205. This is a stencil part of a 3-part package. I want to say I got those at like Joann's or somewhere like that, farmhouse package. This frame, I believe, came from Walmart. It's nice because it comes out. However, the wood kind of warps a little, so just be mindful of that. And I'm using my favorite Pentart Ultra Matte Decoupage Glue and Sealer and all the things. And this actually, I started another project with this and I thought, my goodness, I wonder how the cow would look on the flag. And then this is how it started. So I will tell you, if you do this, I would flip it over. I had a hard time. My pencil didn't show up. I ended up having to go back over with a pen. Then I was using the water pen, and it wasn't really penetrating the paper too much because it's all ink, and because I used a black marker, it kind of smeared that. So ultimately, I ended up cutting it out with my scissors. But I think if you were to flip the rice paper over and use the other side, you'd have much better luck. So I would do that, and I would have left the cow's legs on. However, I just traced the way the stencil was, so I had to piece them in. So I'm just using the Decoupage Ultra Matte right now to put my fellow down. I really love this stuff because you really cannot see it on your surface when you're done. So it doesn't matter if you go outside of your lines, whatever it is you're trying to glue down there. So that's what we're doing here. Again, this is Pentart Ultra Matte Decoupage Glue, and it's also a sealer. And they claim it's waterproof. However, I have not tested it outside, so I don't know how good that would be. But like I said, I would have, had I not drawn markers, I would have cut him out with all 4 legs. But it came out cute anyways. But it would have just saved you a step. So like I said, if you were to do this, I would flip it over. And just make sure you have it right, because when you do things backwards, they tend to you might cut it backwards or trace it backwards. I've done that a few times in my life. So I think it's important to seal over your decoupage or your piece when you're doing it, because once you start adding other elements, it really gives you a nice barrier, because if you put paint where you don't want it, you can easily rub it off. Just has a lot of benefits. So I wanted to use the IOD letter, what the heck one is that? That's not the letterpress. I can't, typesetting, but they were just too big. Also, I meant to grab the DIY patina, and I ended up grabbing the Valspar Mousse Antiquing Glaze. Y'all, I love the cow, but y'all, I did not like this. I just didn't. So I thought, man, this needs to be grungy. So what I have there is we have these little empty spray pens, and that is instant coffee that I made and put it in there. And I thought, what the heck? I'm just trying to figure out how to make this thing look cool. And I have to tell you, in the end, I am really pleased with it. It's really neat and it smells good. So we do have those spray pens available. The Pentart, the IOD, the decoupage paper, it all can be found on our website at scrappy'srustics.com. So I just squirted this about because it was way too white, dried it up, and then I thought, it's still not right. And so I got 2 of the Tim Holtz dioxide. I can't remember the colors of those 2. And I'm using my vintage texture stamp, and I'm just kind of, not any rhyme or reason, I'm putting both colors in there because I want variation, and I'm not even doing full coverage. And I love this stamp because this is quick and easy way to just give yourself some nice crackle, no mess, and just really ages your piece up nicely. Now doing this, like I said, I really didn't know what I was doing or where we were going. I didn't pay any attention to the white frame. So we have to go back and do that. And I still didn't like it. I don't like the USA letters. I don't know. It wasn't right. I didn't really have an idea in my head, so I just kept going until I liked it. I actually came back the next day and finished it up. So just know, if you start a project and you don't like it, it's okay to change it. It's okay to add things. Just do it until you like it. So I ended up taking some of the oxide ink and outlining the entire cow. And I thought just gave them a little more definition. So there I am again, using the decaf, or no, not decaf, instant coffee in my little spray pen, which is, I love this thing. It's instant grunge, because you never know when you need grunge. So there I have some Dollar Tree instant coffee. And if you probably could even do this with water, But if you just sprinkle and kind of crush up the instant coffee in your wet surfaces, it really leaves like a nice dark spot, and it really gives it a real aged appearance. So I'm just dabbing it off, and I did this on all the sides. I sanded it before I did this as well, because I wasn't sure that the coffee was going to soak into the frame, because it had a little bit more paint on it. But yeah, it worked out great. So again, I'm doing the same thing with the 2 different inks, and on my vintage textured stamp by IOD, and just making it match the frame itself. And you can see I'm not reloading ink on there. I'm just kind of putting it here and there. And then when it starts to get low, I load it up again. But I did all the inside, the outsides, and the front side. Left the back the way it is. But I love how it came out. Like, this is really cool, and I would definitely use this technique again. It was easy, and it smells good. So y'all, I still don't like it. Something's not right. I don't know what, but I don't like the red. I'm not a big fan of red, but I don't know. I don't know if it was the USA letters. I don't know if it was the red here. So I took, what the heck's the name of that red? Imperial Red, I believe it is, by Home Decor chalk paint. And all the red that was in the rice paper, I colored with the Imperial, and I dry brushed some more of that onto my letters. This is Heavy Body Gel by Pentart. I love this stuff. It works as a glue. It works as like a clay, kind of like you can mold it. It holds heavy stuff. You can do raised stencils with it. It's a pretty good workhorse. So I just have some grungy tags, and I thought I'd do USA. That bow you see, I had made that probably 2 years ago, and it was in my extra fabric bucket where I throw all my scraps. And I thought, oh, well, this looks like the nice color to match this. So that worked out. So now I'm just grunging up my tag a little more, and the string for it. And I love a good messy bow. I don't know what's in there. Some sari silk, some, oh, good grief, what's that stuff called? Where it's, oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of the fabric. Where it's the same fabric on both sides. Oh, good Lord, I can't think of it. But anyways, it's super pretty. It worked out. This is a giant tack for furniture. I have a whole bag of them. We picked them up at a thrift store or a yard sale or something. So I'm just shoving some Heavy Body Gel in the middle of there, because it's a pretty big hole. And hoping that's going to hold. And in the end, it does. And I really love how this ended up coming out. It took me a while to get here, but I had fun with it, and I'm really pleased with it. I don't do a lot of patriotic stuff, but this one, I would totally do this again or something similar. And I would definitely do the coffee stain and the stamp, whatever you want to call it, again, because I think that grunge look looks really great. And yeah, it was just fun. It was just a fun project. And I'm holding it there because the Heavy Body Gel takes a minute to set up. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it inspired you. If you like my style, I'd love you to smash that subscription button. If you want to see more, you can hit that little bell. Be sure to check out our website at scrappysrustics.com. We got a lot of cool stuff you can't find in your everyday craft store, Walmart, you know, the things. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.